Alright. Welcome back to Necklander Comic Corner Classic Less Known Classic. That's episode number 2497. Yeah, 2497 and 2391. Yes, it's the first time in 4 days in the Comic Corner. This one I've been ready to do. It's just the last few days. I just have had no time. Because I want to make sure I want to get all the anime out of the way. But I got 2 more left, so it won't be much an issue right now. And plus, I do have time. So first up we have is, if I get the thing properly, we have Marvel Masterworks Ghost Rider Volume 3, which collects issues 21 and 35 of Ghost Rider Volume 2. These issues are written by, well, for 22-27, it is Jim Shooter, who is, he also co-writes these issues now. For his issues, 21 is solo done by Jerry Conway. Though he does co-write issues 22 and 20 with Jim Shooter. They'll also get a third writer for issue 22, Don Gilt. Roger McKenzie replaces Jim Shooter on the book for 20 and 34, though in the case of, of course, Roger McKenzie does get a co-writer as well with Don Perlin, who does issues 30, 34. 35 was done by Jim Starlin. Don Heck does the artwork for 22-25. Don Perlin does also the artwork on here too with 26-34. Gail Kane does 21, 28, who's basically co-artwork double duty with Don Perlin. Tom Sutton and 35 is Jim Starlin. This book comes out with issues covering the period of December of 1976 and we conclude it in April of 1979. In the very first issue, we have a guest appearance by Gladiator and the original Enforcer, which the original Enforcer gets killed off in this issue by Gladiator. And here's a shocker, he stays dead. He just never come back. He does get replaced a few issues later by a different Enforcer, who pops up here as occasionally recurring villain in these issues. We also have a one-shot return of the Orb in 28. Yep, the Orb returns here. The original Orb. Not Jason Aaron's Orb, the original one. You know, the guy who actually had a helmet shaped like an eyeball. Not the guy who's got a head who's literally an eyeball. Completely different character. We also have guest appearances in here, like having one issue where we have Ghost Rider versus Dr. Trude. Or another issue where we have Ghost Rider basically team up with Doctor Strange for a couple issues. Yes, Doctor Strange. You're thinking, okay, is there... Well, there's also one issue where he takes on... Get this. There's actually an issue where the Ghost Rider takes on aliens. Yes, the original... Well, the motorcycle Ghost Rider takes on aliens for an issue. Yeah, and also in 23, we have a guest appearance here as basically probably like a flashback. Probably take place in one of the issues. It takes care of the Water Wizard. Yeah, and it's mostly put basically with the champions. I'll eventually talk about the champion at some point in time. Though this issue came out, let's see. This issue in particular, let's see, came out between issues 12 and 13 of the book. That's when it was chronologically released. Yep. Roxanne Sampson's here, but she's not necessarily a major character at this point in time. No, not really. At one point, she got written out of the book, so basically Karen Page takes over as the major supporting character. Now, she's still here occasionally, but by issue 30, she's out of the book. Yep. Issue 30 in here, she's gone. She has not returned to issue 68 in the book. Though, of course, Karen Page is still a supporting character in the book. The Enforcer here, his name is Charles Danzy Jr. He sadly gets killed off 9 years after his debut appearance. Though he's only here for issues 22-24, and then he pops up in Spider-Woman for a few issues. His father, on the other hand, well, Sr., he, of course, is in these issues. Well, mostly put from 22 to basically here about 26. He makes his final appearance in Incredible Hulk 244, which I got past this issue already. Yes, also on the covers of this book, where it kept saying, at last, new Ghost Rider. Probably because maybe the series was in hiatus very briefly. Now, if you're really curious, like, because the fact Karen Page had just joined this book, like, not even a little over a year into the book, she's part of the main book. By 27, she's gone. Yeah. By issue 27, she's officially written out of the series. Yeah, they also mentioned in the first 27 that Ghost Rider gets a new logo that uses until issue 71. And we also have a guest appearance 27 by Hawkeye himself, while they were the Brand Corporation. This basically takes place between a couple appearances in the pages of Avengers. Yeah, it's sad that the fact Karen Page got on the book. Oh, and also, the Orb is in issue 28. And 29 and 30 is the guest star appearance with team up with Doctor Strange. Take on Dormammu and the Bounty Hunter. Yes, a brand new character. Okay, yeah. So he's only here for a few issues. By 32, Bounty Hunter is done. Yes. And then we have basically where Ghost Rider takes on aliens for issue 33. Takes on Norm, basically this weird mutant character who's only here just for a couple issues, just for 33 and 34, and that is sadly it for the character. And by 35, basically, he takes on, you have guest appearance by Death herself. Yep. And that's pretty much it for this book. Overall, really good issues. Definitely looking forward to discussing the rest of this run of Ghost Rider. Yeah, I'm gonna give the book roughly a. I'm gonna give it roughly a 9.5 out of 10. That feels like it's improving, but I'm gonna have to sadly stop here because dinner is ready, and when I get back, I'll talk about Blade Black and White, and then immediately afterwards, I'll talk about Goblin Slayer. Okay, next video. Bye.